Yeah. You know what time it is? Lights on, pad strap, whole city behind us. Let's roll. Yeah, we rollin' to the game. Whole city gon' ride. Lights bright, crowd loud. You can feel that pride. We been grinding all week. Now it's showtime, baby. Keep it steady, keep it strong. We gon' roll like crazy. Oh, we rollin' to the game. Let the whole town know. Win, lose, or draw. We gon' ride for sure. From the field to the stands. That in the contagious. Keep it calm, keep it cool. But the fire rages. Sun up early, coaches say log in. Hit the practice field like let the work begin. Every drill feel heavy, every play feel deep. The Friday night light don't come cheap. Mama cooking breakfast while the boys get dressed. Grandma praying over shoulder saying God do the rest. Neighbors on the porch yelling, boy, go get their win. You can feel the whole town leaning in. And when that beat in your chest start thumping, and the crowd in the stand start jumping, ain't no fear, ain't nothing but drive. We don't just play the game, man, we come alive. Yeah, we rollin' to the game, whole city gon' ride. Lights bright, crowd loud, you can feel that pride. We been grinding all week, now it's showtime, baby. Keep it steady, keep it strong. We gon' roll like crazy. Oh, we rollin' to the game, let the whole town know. Win, lose, or draw, we gon' ride for sure. From the field to the stands, that in the contagious. Keep it calm, keep it cool, but the fire rages. Head pop loud like thunder in the sky. Quarterback locked in with that hungry eye. Receivers on goal, man, they ready to fly. And the running back good like move or you slide. Defense on a mission trying to shut things down. Linebackers looking like they running this town. Coaches on the sideline calling it clean. It's more than a team, boy, it's a machine, yeah. Riding down the road, headlights in a row. Everybody know that feeling before the show. Hands up, hearts pump, drums bang low, no. We ready, you ready, let's go. Yeah, we rollin' to the game. Whole city gon' ride. Whole city gon' ride. Yeah. We been grinding all week. Now it's showtime, baby. Showtime, showtime, showtime. Yeah. Oh, we rollin' to the game. Let the whole town know. Let the whole town know. We gon' ride for sure. We ride, ride, ride. Let in the contagious, contagious, contagious. Keep it calm, keep it cool, but the fire rages. Yeah. Friday Night Lights. Another chapter, another step, another reason to believe. Let's roll. Yeah! Final four time, baby. The South in the building, we stand on.
Yes, yes. South Got Something to Say podcast is live. And what a show. What a special episode we got for y'all tonight. Let's lock in. Let's lock in. Boy, that is a first time in 104 years. Alabama's fortune changed. And we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it today. We got to talk about it today. The Alabama High School Athletic Association just voted to separate public and private schools for championship play.
We built for the moment, we play to win. Glenwood came, but they folded quick. Defense hit hard, whole squad looked sick. Crowd too loud, whole stadium lit. Now we found a full bound, yeah, we with this shoe. We moving with purpose. We South got fire, but it deep in the soul. Stayed on the line and we ready to roll. Let the nation stand up, let's go. We on the rise, the South gon' handle business. Final four, we ready, boy. The South gon' stand on business. We came too far, we can't slow down. Tonight,
that's not a rumor, y'all. It's official. We've been talking about here. We've been talking about this on the South Got Something to Say podcast for a while now. We told y'all this day was coming. We warned y'all this day was coming. And the day is here. And we got a lot to talk about. The first thing I really want to discuss, Southside Selma, Trying to delegate. Y'all, what we gonna do, man? What we gonna do, man? We got a 4A school, we got 2 2A schools, a 1A school, and a 1A private school. What we gonna do, man? Y'all don't understand. We just dishing our talent out. We making ourselves less competitive. But we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. We're making our athletics. We snatching our own competition away. But we're going to talk about it today. But we got a lot to talk about today. I'm going to turn the music down and get right into it.
Panther Nation, we not done. Daphne, Alabama, the South is coming. Stand.
Let's get right to it. Got the music turned. Oh, and look at my girl. I already told me, turn that music down. You should have said it like my auntie, turn that doggone music down. Hey, shout out to you, Martina West. We up in here. We got a lot to talk about today. And I'm just gonna be frank and honest about a lot of things. I actually like what they have done. And I think that it's time for us to start having serious conversations about a lot that we got going on here. We got to talk about it. We got too much talent in this county of 17,000. The last census came out 17,000, and we got 4 high schools spread it out. We got 2A high school, we got a 1A high school, and plus 4A high school. Y'all, it's time to have serious conversations. It's time literally to have serious conversations, because what happened is the Alabama High School Athletic Association had to sit down and have serious conversations. So today we're gonna break down exactly. Oh yeah, right. 2 private schools, Elwood and Morgan, would have been 3. So we got to sit down and have a serious conversation, because beginning in 2026-27 school year, public schools will compete in 6 classifications, not 7. Super 7 is gone, and private schools will compete in 2 separate divisions. Now, as I looked at the classifications and who was where, there's a couple teams I feel bad for. I actually like the way Southside is positioned. I would have liked a better position for Selma High, but to be honest with you, and this ain't about no rivalry. This ain't about trying to see which team or what. No, this is about just facing reality. When you have a population of 17,000 and you have 4 high schools, and 2 private schools in a population of 17,000, we are making our own demise. We're not literally tapping into what is possible here in our city. So we got to look at some things from a competitive standpoint, not only a competitive standpoint, an academic standpoint, because we're not just spreading our athletic talent around, we spreading our educator talent around, we spreading our students around, and it's bringing less visibility to what we're trying to do here in the city of Selma, in this county of Dallas County. So just like the Alabama High School Athletic Association had to sit down and have a conversation, at some point, it should be time for us to have a conversation. It's a lot of things I want to address in this podcast, and I'm coming directly at you citizens. I'm coming directly at the media source that we supposed to have. I'm coming directly at our administrations, our school boards. I'm coming directly at y'all today, not in malice, but like to just try to shift the mindset or create the conversation. That's the point of this podcast today. I have been thinking about this a while, and I was going to use this reclassification episode to talk about some things that really, really need to be discussed. Now, let's look at some of the things: fine arts, academics. People said too much. Everybody want to be on top of everything. Seen a difference when I moved to New Orleans. Shout out to you, Cole. But let's get to the content. And I want to be so careful when I word what I want to say today, because I do agree Southside had a amazing season on last year, and they did a lot. But I keep scratching my head. I keep scratching my head on what it could have been, what we could have done, not just for Southside, but for the whole entire city. Now, when I was in school, and I'm just old enough to remember, Selma High was a 6A school. And they competed in 6A. Southside was a 5A school. Dallas County, borderline 5A, 4A. But once the people start leaving, and the people start moving into Montgomery and moving to Huntsville and moving to Atlanta, and the migration started, y'all, we got a population of 17,000. 17,000 is the population within the county. So if we look at what we're doing, Keith averages about, and I'm not down in no T, because Keith gonna hit you in the mouth and they're gonna play hard every day. They average about 20 to 25 players. Dallas County averages about 25 to 30 players. Southside averages about 30 to 35 players. And Selma High averages about 45 to 50 players. This is what I'm talking about. This is where we're going to get off this conversation, but it's a conversation that we need to have our mind set on. To talk about, you talking about a total of 100 to 115 players countywide. And that's on a good year. That means that freshmen, 8th graders, which we did find us a special 8th grader, but they got to play. They have to play. Keith got to play whatever they have on their campus because of their enrollment. Dallas County, Southside, they got to play whatever on their campus because of the numbers. Now, take this, and y'all just hear me out. And if you don't like what I'm saying, you can just put in the comment, now you wrong. Just take this. If you find a way to combine, because ain't nothing outside a 30 to 40 mile radius. If you find a way to combine and get one central location for high school, do you think that this will be one of the most competitive regions in Alabama? Do you believe this would be one of the most competitive regions in Alabama if you had those 4 public schools combined? And I can give you the answer to that. It'll be a short answer. Yes. This would change the trajectory of what everything we got going on, not just athletics, academics, like it was mentioned in the comment, fine arts, respected media. We got to sit down and have serious conversations about what we're doing. Are we doing this for the betterment of adults or kids? Because you know, over here on the South Got Something to Say podcast, it's all about the itty bitties. And I just know college opportunities, structure, discipline, everything can change if we unite. We are so divided. If we tap into the resources that we have within this city and become more of a diverse community with focus, discipline, character, adults alike, we will be powerful. We will be powerful. And that's what our city need. Our city need a turn. We need a shift. Southside showed you. Southside showed you what is possible. Now, as we get ready to transition out of this conversation, because the conversation just getting started, but what Southside showed you, if you take a Samarion Woods, if you take a Megatron, that has kind of showed you that number 7, that boy ran that ball so hard. Keith got players. If you take those players and make them compete for positions on a day in, day out basis, in the weight room, in spring, in the fall, in fall camp, and during the season, make them compete. You will see a more complete team. That's all Prattville doing. That's all Hoover doing. That's all Thompson doing. That's all they doing. They ain't got 5 high school to choose from. When people still poach, and then they give you the opportunity to start poaching talent. Let's talk about it. Conversation we don't really want to have, but we need to have. Now kids, Southside doing good. I want to go to Southside. Can you blame the kid? Can you blame the kid? Because you know my thing, let these kids play where they want to play it, if it's within the rules. But at the end of the day, it shouldn't be that. They should be competing against each other. You come in here and walk in starters. Don't have to compete. Don't have to come to practice. Don't have to work. Because there's nobody pushing you. It's only 20 players on the team. You got to play 11 at a time. Nobody pushing you. This is the conversation that we don't want to have. But tonight, we're not arguing. We're not picking sides. We're breaking down what just happened today and why it matters. And the most important thing we're doing is finding out what it means for our babies, for our kids. So welcome to the South Got Something to Say podcast, and we definitely got something to say tonight. Good evening and welcome everybody to this special episode of the South Got Something to Say podcast. Tonight is not about hype, it's about history. For the first time in 104 years, the Alabama High School Athletic Association has voted to separate public and private schools. This is a decision that will affect students, coaches, parents, the entire community. We're breaking this thing down clearly, honestly, and responsibly over on the South Got Something to Say podcast. Now, when I look at some of these alignments, I feel so sorry for some of these teams. I feel so sorry for some of these teams because y'all literally just got an avalanche thrown on you. Now, we gonna focus in on our local teams. We're gonna look at some of our local teams and how they shaped out in this reclassification. We're gonna look at what this means for competing for championships in football. Because it ain't no 7A no more. It's 1A through 6A. Private schools got their own division. They got a single A and a double A. That's what they competing with. And at the end of the day, when it comes to championships, I'm gonna be honest with you. Southside missed out on 2 state championships. They lost 2 state championships playing against private schools. Houston Academy the year prior in the semifinals, and Bayside, both private schools. Guess what? Those teams are not in Southside way. Now, why is that important? It's something called the Choose Act. A lot of people don't even understand or know what that is. But tonight on the South Got Something to Say podcast, you're going to learn and you're going to understand why this is significant and why this is important and why this have come back to hunt public schools. When you talk about the Choose Act, that is the act. It is a legislation path that allows the funding, the money, because the money follows the child. It allows the money. So when you say that, hey, I'm at a failing school, I'm at this school, and I want to use the Choose Act, and I want to go to a public school. Just say you was at Selma High, you want to go to Morgan, you apply for the Choose Act, you get awarded the scholarship for the Choose Act. That money that would normally come to Selma High now goes to Morgan. Now, with that being said, that means that your school is all but paid for. So what started happening is some of these private schools, allegedly, I think I snapped, I could be wrong. Some of these private schools started using the ability that, hey, mom and dad, you don't have to pay for school. We got the Choose Act. Can you bring your top tier athlete over here? They're gonna get better education. They're gonna have private school. They gonna get all the luxuries of private school. But at the same time, you don't have to pay for it or pay very minimal for it, if anything. So what ended up happening is the Baysides, the Houston Academies, the Glenwoods, they started poaching talent from public schools using this Choose Act, and the Choose Act end up landing them players that would normally. Now you got to remember, we talked about it in the opening of this show, that it's hard enough to collect talent in public school anyway, especially when you got 4 in one region. It's hard enough. But then you start getting talent poached off other teams in school paid for, and then you can get to go to a Bayside or a Houston Academy or Montgomery Academy or Trinity Presbyterian, and guess what? You losing more talent. Uh-oh, I kicked out. Trying to get back in. I don't know what scream y'all done did, but they done kicked me out. I must be talking about something y'all don't want. They don't want me to talk about.